Empires do not fear lions. They fear loyalty. And on the night Daniel was thrown into the den, it wasn't hunger that made the lions dangerous. It was politics. If you have ever been punished for doing the right thing, this story is for you. Daniel had already outlived kingdoms. He was taken from Jerusalem as a young exile. He watched his homeland fall. He served under Babylonian kings. Now Persia ruled. Most men would have faded. Daniel rose again. Under King Darius, the empire was reorganized, administrators appointed, leaders selected. Daniel distinguished himself quickly, not because he was loud, not because he was ambitious, because he was steady, reliable, excellent. Scripture says an extraordinary spirit was in him. That kind of consistency attracts attention, and attention attracts envy. The officials searched for fault, corruption, disloyalty, hidden compromise. They found none. Integrity is difficult to attack directly, so they changed strategy. If we are going to trap him, they said, it will be in connection with his God. They knew his habits. 3 times a day, Daniel prayed, not for display, not for applause, just faithfully. So they approached the king. For 30 days they proposed, no one may pray to any god or man except you. Flattery works quietly. Darius signed, and the law became permanent, unchangeable. They knew what Daniel would do, and Daniel knew the law. He did not protest. He did not argue. He went home, opened his windows, and prayed, not to be seen, but because he always had. Faithfulness does not adjust for a loophole. There was none. At sunset they watched. They reported. The king realized too late what had been done. He valued Daniel. He searched for a loophole. There was none. At sunset, Daniel was brought forward. No dramatic defense, no protest, just quiet resolve. The king said, "May your God, whom you serve continually, deliver you." Even Darius understood. This faith was continual. Daniel was lowered into the den. A stone sealed the entrance, and the empire slept. But not the king. He fasted. He refused music. He did not rest, because power cannot save what it cannot control. Inside the den, darkness settled, the scent of animals, the sound of breathing. Lions are not metaphors in close quarters. They are muscle, teeth, instinct. Daniel felt what any man would feel, but fear does not erase conviction. It reveals it. No spectacle is described, no dramatic display. Just this: my God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths. Simple. Morning came. Darius ran to the den. Not walked, ran. His voice trembled. "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to deliver you?" Notice the question. Has he been able? Because faith under pressure forces observers to reconsider. From the darkness came a voice. "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel." No bitterness, no accusation, just testimony. Daniel was lifted out. Scripture notes quietly, no wound was found on him because he had trusted in his God. Trust was the miracle. The lions were secondary. Justice followed swiftly. The conspirators were thrown into the den they designed, and this time the lions behaved naturally. Darius issued a decree across the empire. The God of Daniel, he is the living God. But here is what makes this story endure. Daniel did not pray to be rescued. He prayed because he was devoted. The den was not the test. The routine was 3 times a day, for years, before the decree, before the threat, before the spotlight. The public trial was built on private discipline, and that is where most battles are decided. Today, your lion's den may not have claws. It may look like workplace pressure, isolation, unfair accusation, social ridicule. You may feel watched, measured, tested. and you may wonder if obedience is worth it. Daniel answers without shouting. Faith is not proven in comfort. It is revealed in confinement, and sometimes the people watching your obedience are closer to belief than you realize. The miracle was not that lions closed their mouths. It was that fear did not open Daniel's. So here's the question. What habit of faith are you tempted to close? A window, a prayer, a conviction? If this story speaks to you, comment the word stand, and today choose one act of quiet obedience. Because the world does not change through spectacle alone. It changes when faith remains steady under pressure. And sometimes, the den is not the end. It is the place where faith is seen most clearly.